This right here. Be back in the saddle. Hollywood J. Blaq, Big Sin. It's a beautiful, beautiful night. And you know what that means. It is time for that damn NFL show. Oh, yeah. Always like this one. Might let us ride out for a little bit. No, slow it down a little bit.
So for whatever reason, Facebook is not sending me the notification that we're even live.
What? I'm hurt. I'm flabbergasted.
I'm like, I'm an owner of the page. Nothing.
I see how it is. Let me see if my phone told me. I don't think my phone. That's sad. That's blasphemous.
Right? I'm like, looking at this shit like, I know I'm tired, but I know I'm not blind.
Oh, welcome to that damn NFL show. And I'm looking around here, and it's not showing us that we're live, but I know that we're live.
Yeah, if you go to the sports page, we're live, but we can't share it.
You know why? It's because we're black, isn't it? I think it's just because we're two African American gentlemen. And they're like, there's too many African Americans going live. Too many. We got to restrict this shit. This is bullshit, guys. Come on.
But anyway, I was going through last week's predictions, and I just now realized when I was doing the counts that we did not disagree on any of the games last week.
And subsequently means we have the same exact record, huh?
Yes, we both went 11-5.
Oh, here's another one. When I try to pull up the page, it's not there. What is it?
On mine, it said we're there, but it's like, no, you can't share this shit. Do we have a copyright thing that I didn't see?
No, not at all. Not at all. Where?
Anyway, fuck it.
Fudge it. There we go. Oh, there it is. I finally got the notification.
Fucking 10 minutes after we start? Jesus Christ.
Finally. Sinful Blaq has come back to your notifications.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Let's share the show real quick before we get started. I'll share with my
goddamn thing.
Oh, you know what's wrong with these things. So first things first, because this is gonna show up after our NBA my NBA little preview. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening to the ads, because I know you probably get tired of me promoting Anchor. I don't ever get tired of promoting Anchor, because I feel like if you want to do a podcast, it's literally the only place that you can start without feeling ashamed. Now, with that said, the NFL that we got to talk about, we got a lot. I mean, we got a lot. We got to run it down quick, because Big Sin is off of antibiotics, Percocets, Hennessy, cocaine.
I wish I'd be in a better mood. But anyway, so week 14 was an interesting one. Yes, I'm very bright. My light is over there, but fuck you. I'm a shining light right now. So
yeah.
At least I'm able to sit in my chair again, which means I have mobility in my knee again. So
yeah. So I'm proud that I'm glad that you're not dead. I'm glad that this will still remain Sinful Blaq instead of blocking the body of sin.
Like I said,
you're gonna be my Bernie, sir. You're gonna be Bernie. We're gonna prop you up in the chair, and then I'm gonna have your daughter move your lips, and then we're gonna pretend to be your voice. I'm picking the Bears. Nobody picked the Bears last week.
Anyway, so like I said, week 14 was an interesting week. For the first time all season, we agreed on every game, and 5 of those we were absolutely flat out wrong. A couple of those were upsets. A couple of those we didn't believe in teams. But let's go ahead and break down week 14 real quick. First off, Derrick Henry got his, and the Titans smashed the Jaguars.
So it's almost as if I kept saying that as long as you feed Derrick Henry, then you just might start winning games. Is that the motive, the thing that's going on? It seems like it's just logical. It just works, right?
My man had 21 carries for 220 yards. That means he averaged almost 11 yards a carry.
So here's my question: with outside of Patrick Mahomes, okay, all our MVP picks, all the preseason, not our picks, but all the preseason MVP picks are pretty much struggling, except for Derrick Henry. Now, do you feel that Derrick Henry is the MVP right now? I think to me,
I think he has a strong case, but unfortunately, the MVP has become a quarterback award. So it's probably going to be either Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes at the end of the day.
Yeah, true.
Because Russell Wilson, his turnovers have cost him his spot.
Yeah. Nobody
believes in Josh Allen, even though he's playing at an MVP level.
Yeah. I think the Giants really cost Russell Wilson his spot, to be dead honest with you. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Well, before the Giants game, Russell Wilson was serving turnovers like Bruce Arians was his head coach. So, but we saw this coming. We saw the Titans putting it on the Jaguars, that we did, and it took a whooping to get Minshew back in the game.
Yeah. Pretty much. Because you know what, though? Derrick Henry barely had any carries in the first half of that game, and he came storming. Just imagine, he only had 60-some yards in the first half.
He went into halftime like, give me the ball.
Yeah.
Give me the ball.
Give me the goddamn ball. Give me the fucking ball. Give me the goddamn.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
He beat the shit out of Mike Vrabel with his coaching office, came back and said, Coach said, give me the ball.
But we want Tannehill to be an MVP. No, fuck you. I got performance incentives, nigga. Give me the goddamn ball.
All right. Speaking of performance incentives, so the purple people eaters have been plagued by missed field goals throughout their history, especially in the playoffs. They actually had a close game here with the Buccaneers, but their kicker missed 5 field goals in the game. Two of which were blocked. 3 he just whiffed.
Listen. How was your special teams on 2008 Chargers level of fuckery? Okay, that's the question that I have.
Shit, if anybody fucking 2 weeks ago, Chargers level of fuckery against the Patriots.
Oh my Lord! How? Like 5 field goals? 5. He would have got fired after he missed the third one mid-game. He would have been fired. 5 yards.
2 of them were blocked.
It don't matter. He completely missed 3 though.
I said like, okay, Kirk Cousins has stopped throwing interceptions. Dalvin Cook is running the ball well, but now your kicker is missing 15 points in the game.
So you gotta play 4-down ball at that point. Because shit, if you're gonna miss 4 field goal, you might as well play 4-down ball. Listen, Bill Belichick, if his kicker would have missed two times, right? Because we've seen this before with Bill Belichick, that if his kicker missed 2 times and he knows it's gonna be a shit game, what does he do? Sin? He goes for it on 4th down the rest of the fucking game.
If we're anywhere within pass coverage, yes, we're going for it.
Going for it. It's just that's what it is. I mean, at some point you can't relax. Come on, man. Really? Come on. Oh, 5? Man, listen. No, not at all.
Next up, we have the Dolphins put it to the Chiefs in the first half, picking off Patrick Mahomes 3 times, but the defense couldn't hold up, and the Chiefs ended up walking away with this one. It was a blowout, but the Dolphins made a fight out of it at the end.
So the Dolphins have learned the lesson that both the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans have learned, is that how many minutes of football do you have to play against? Oh, and the Niners. Okay, can't forget about my Niners. They've learned this lesson too. How many minutes of football, Sin, do you have to play against Kansas City? How many?
60.
60. The whole 60, right? The whole fucking 60. Oh, okay. All right. Just because apparently Brian Flores must have missed out on that memo. Like, I don't know if he wasn't paying attention. Patrick Mahomes is the most dangerous quarterback when he is down by a lot of points.
Yeah. Tennessee. See, the fucked up part about this is Patrick Mahomes, dumbass, took a 30-yard sack.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not getting trashed for it because they won the game.
Like, dude, throw the ball away. You were out of the pocket twice. Okay? He went out of the pocket, weaved back in, and then went out of the pocket again before he got sacked. Throw the ball away, cuz come on, man. Like, Andy Reid was like, really, nigga? Really?
He went over there, he sounded like Cookie Monster and shit. Well, I was just trying to throw it 90 yards downfield to get Tyreek Hill wide open.
Why? Because everybody's trying to throw it 90 yards to get to Tyreek Hill down the field. Fucking shit. But I mean, 60 minutes of football, guys. It's not that hard. It's really.
But not. Like I said, the fucked up part is nobody is talking about that sack.
Oh no! I laughed and said it's. I first said this is going to be a long game if they're doing this to Patrick Mahomes. Nobody's done that to Patrick Mahomes. Our Niners couldn't even do that to him. See, our 49er game plan was keep the field short so Tyreek Hill doesn't murder us, and it worked for about 54 minutes. But what did we learn? How many minutes of football?
And then I love Robert Saleh, but he put Richard Sherman on a speed wide receiver, and we see what happened.
Yeah, no, we're not going to double cover anybody during the last 5 minutes of the game. Where Patrick
Sherman can do it one-on-one. No, he cannot.
No. Oh my God, man! 60 minutes. Remember, guys, 60 minutes.
It's basically you just got to play them for an episode of The Walking Dead. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. 60 minutes of football. Come on, man.
And you get a break for 15 minutes in the middle.
But the Dolphins have been the only people this year that have heard a significant amount of ass whooping for a sustained amount of time this year on the Dolphins too, which was the crazy part. Before, you may go maybe like a quarter, and then here comes Patrick Mahomes. This was a sustained ass whooping for about 2.5, 3 quarters for the first time since last year that they've had to deal with this. This isn't new for the Chiefs. But shout out to Patrick Mahomes. I mean,
we also know that this Dolphins team, I took this as a win for the Dolphins due to the fact that they're young.
Yeah.
And this is a big learning. They showed how tough they are in this game.
Yep. But at the end, I just hope that Brian Flores knows now that you can't let him off the hook.
Brian Flores is a smart fucking dude. He knows. All right. Next up, we have a game that neither one of us saw coming. The Broncos decided to show up and whoop the fucking Carolina Panthers.
I mean, I thought at this point all the quarterbacks would have had COVID again. I mean, considering how irresponsible they were the first time. So I thought probably like an offensive lineman was going to be starting at quarterback by the time it was all said and done. Apparently, Drew Lock.
Here goes Drew Lock looking like Elway.
Here comes He's like, here comes Drew Lock. Here comes Drew Lock. Here comes Drew Lock. I'm gonna win a game. And that's what happened.
Both teams are out of playoff contention, so it don't really matter at this point.
Yes.
So next up, the Houston Texans made Mitchell Trubisky look like Joe Montana for a week.
I did not see this one coming. What like Stephen A. Smith said, I have to admit it. I did not see this coming. And that's exactly what happened. I thought this was going to be a better game than it was. And it was not. Mitchell Trubisky was looking like a genius, which here's, the worst part. They're about to fall into the same trap the Robert Nagy trap is, right? You know what the Robert Nagy trap is?
Matt Nagy. Matt.
Fuck him. I don't care what his name is because he don't deserve for me to call his name right. Fuck him. But no, for real though, all jokes aside.
Yeah, we said about Patricia earlier when they were winning. He's going to get another year. Matt Nagy is not going to get fired.
No. So Matt Nagy, right? So they have Montgomery. Was it Ty Montgomery?
Who had a hell of a game.
So have you ever noticed in the games where he gets off in the first half, he's non-existent in the second half? And it's not because the team stop him. It's that Nagy never runs him again.
Nagy's like, you know what? You're on a pitch count for no reason.
Yeah, performance incentives. They're not trying to pay out those bonuses. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, Ty, we know that you have 99 yards rushing, okay? If you get one more yard, we have to pay you out $15,000 but unfortunately, that $15,000 is going towards the COVID budget, so we can't put you in the game anymore. I'm sorry.
And they slide it in Mitch Trubisky's pocket for no reason.
Exactly. Matt Nagy still sucks ass as a coach. I don't care what anybody. The Houston Texans lost this game as opposed to the Chicago Bears winning this game because
the Houston Texans got whooped. That's what the fuck happened. This game basically punched J.J. Watt's ticket to Pittsburgh. That's what the fuck this game is.
In the words of our Lord and Savior future, ain't no way, ain't no fucking way that this game should have ended up the way that it did.
All right, next up we have we have Daniel Jones returning and fucking up the Giants' flow as the Arizona Cardinals just beat the piss out of the Giants this week.
Colt McCoy is proven to be a better quarterback than Daniel Jones.
I think Daniel Jones still has that fucking bad hamstring, and he was like, "I'm good, coach." Fucking, he's like, I wasn't as bad as Alex Smith, and I could do it.
No, I think Daniel Jones is seeing ghosts again. That's what it is. He's seeing the boogeyman.
That was Sam Darnold, but
well, it's New York, so it really doesn't matter. Are we sure Sam Darnold was the one that was actually playing quarterback? Because this Sam Darnold this year has completely regressed. Then we'll get to the Jets game in a little while, but that's not the point.
So the Jets as a whole organization is completely regressed.
It's horrible. No, but Daniel Jones is not looking like Danny Dimes. He's looking like Denny Pennies at this point, because that's what he's costing the Giants every single penny that they have. Daniel Jones out there looking like David Carr when he was on the Houston Texans. Daniel Jones is out there looking like Kelly Holcomb when he was on the Browns. Or I'm sorry, Tim Couch when he was on the Browns. Excuse me.
Not the personality.
With Daniel Jones out there looking like Jay Schrader when he was on the Raiders when they had no O-line.
All right, the Cardinals beat up on the Giants. I don't have all night. Next up, we have Andy Dalton thrashing the Cincinnati Bengals because the Bengals do what Bengals do, and that's fumble. Lots and lots of fumbles in this game.
So apparently, they got a case of Kajana Carter syndrome over the week, which is even worse than COVID because while COVID only gets you sick, Kajana Carter syndrome fucks with your hands. And that's exactly what happened inside Cincinnati when all these fumbles happen. Oh, my God, what happened? Oh, I fumble again. Oh. And they just sat there like, dude, bitch this idiot. How do you fumble twice? Back-to-back drives. Come on.
So neither one of these teams are making the playoffs, but the Cowboys won.
Unfortunately.
So we get to hear We Them Boys for a week, even though they just beat the Bengals.
Oh, my God. Andy Dalton's like, yeah!
All right, next up, we have the Colts put a whooping on the Las Vegas Raiders.
A whooping. That's HWHOOPIN. Whooping. Are we surprised at this point? I mean,
no. The Colts and Titans, that's going to be a battle all the way to the end of the season. So
it's going to be like when Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles fought in the same ring. It's going to be stiff. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be brutal.
It's going to be Pete Dunne and Kyle O'Reilly. That's what this shit's going to be.
Oh my God. Oh, that's brutal. Oh my God. They're wars.
Ooh. Or Voltor and Dragunov.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
I got even a better one for you.
What?
Chopper Thatcher.
Ooh. Hey, what? I don't know the fighters from UFC this past weekend, but you see them beat the shit out of each other for 3 rounds and went to a draw. They're like, oh, we can't fucking call this shit. What the fuck? These niggas trying to kill each other and they're still alive. There's no fucking winners. Fuck this.
So in other words, yeah, the Las Vegas Raiders aren't good enough for us to talk about in depth. The Colts are very good though.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Colts could give the Chiefs a little bit of a headache because their offense is sustainable and their defense is top notch.
I think a lot of the top 5 defenses, including the Colts, can beat the Kansas City Chiefs if
you play 60 minutes.
Yes, thank you.
Especially they do have an ace up their sleeve, which is Phillip Rivers, who knows the Chiefs defense.
Yeah. Oh, he's played him for years. He knows everything that he can know. So definitely, the Colts are, depending on how things turn out. Oh, can't forget about Jonathan Taylor either.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally hit it. He's finally hit his stride. He's having a breakout season, and I love it. Right. Awesome.
Next up, when we talked about this game last week, we said feed DK Metcalf. So what did Russell Wilson do? He fed DK Metcalf, and the Jets had no chance.
They got out, like the guy on NFL 2K5 said. They got outplayed, outcoached, outmanned, outstrengthed, out-hustled, out everything. The Jets are consistently shitty. So if the Jets were like a person that you date, they'd be perfect because they're consistently the way that they are. They have consistency. Women love consistency. So,
what's fucked up is if it wasn't for Greg Williams calling a cover 0 last week, the Jets would have beat the Raiders, which is why we didn't go more into the Raiders losing to the Colts.
Oh, here you go. You ready for this one? If Frank Gore plays one more season based off of his averages, he will be the number 2 rusher in NFL history.
And not only that, Frank Gore, if he plays 2 more seasons, will be playing in the league with his son.
Which I hope so.
Because his son is a beast of a running back in his own right.
Which I hope so. And listen, I hope that Frank Gore ends his career with the 49ers because that's a guaranteed 1,000-yard season in Kyle Shanahan's offense, okay?
All right, next up we have the Green Bay Packers ending Detroit's playoff hopes and winning the division.
Thank God. Jesus Christ. This loss actually sparked some Matt Stafford not being in Detroit rumors next year. The only problem is that Matt Stafford is making a shitload of money the next 2 seasons, and there are no opt-outs. But thank God that Aaron Rodgers finally put Detroit out of their misery. Okay, I've been waiting for this. Listen, Detroit. I'm not the players in Detroit. If you see this, I like you players individually. Okay, I have no problem with you. But the Detroit Lions, just like the Jets, as an organization, as a team, and as a motherfucking crew, they are just as bad. Okay.
Yeah, you had one of the greatest wide receivers, the greatest running backs' careers ruined because Detroit would not let them leave.
Oh, and by the time it's all said and done, if they get rid of Matt Stafford, the best quarterback that the team has ever had, gone. They ruined Matt Stafford. How you ruin 3 once-in-a-lifetime players?
Well, at least with Matt Stafford, he has a chance to go somewhere else and win.
Yeah, but oh my God! Could you imagine if he's available in New England? Oh my. Okay. Anyways, the
Lions are dead. The Packers win the division. Yes, and the Packers right now, I believe, hold the number 1 seed in the NFC because of a game we're going to be talking about in a couple of games here. 2 teams that are no longer in the playoff hunt. 2 teams who averaged a double-digit blowout, a double-digit lead being lost. The Chargers held on and beat the Falcons.
Yes. So the Chargers have been known for making grand comebacks and not being able to finish them. The Atlanta Falcons are known for having big leads and being able to blow them. One of these things had to come to fruition at this point. Okay, either the Chargers were going to come storm back and fuck it up, or Atlanta was gonna be up by double digits and fuck it up. Which one do you think was going to happen first? Oh, I trust Atlanta's. I trust Justin Herbert before I'll trust Atlanta for holding a lead in the 4th quarter. Okay, so what did I say in the show, Big Sin? What did I say? I said that watch, Atlanta's going to blow a lead and the Chargers are going to win, which is why I picked the Chargers.
All right, next up, Chase Young murdered Nick Mullins multiple occasions on Sunday as the Washington Defaults beat the 49ers.
Yes. The sad part is that we got our asses kicked and we were about to come back and win, but then more murdering happened in the final drive. So
Chase Young was all over Nick Mullins that whole fucking game.
Man, listen, between Chase Young, Justin Herbert,
and Sweat.
No, I'm just saying with these rookies.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Between Chase Young and Justin Herbert, like I automatically know that Chase Young is going to be Defensive Rookie of the Year, hands down,
hands down.
You know,
he's injured 2 quarterbacks this year. He's got he's almost in the top of the league in sacks.
Yeah,
he's fucking fumble recoveries. He scored a touchdown on Sunday.
Is it the hit list?
Okay, so the play that made me be like, holy shit, was Trent Williams went out with a minor injury for a couple of plays.
Yep.
They brought in another offensive lineman, and Chase Young, they put him across from Chase Young. Chase Young backed up like he was going into coverage, and as soon as the offensive lineman went to go double team Mr. Sweat, Nick Mullins, but it's just a straight line, and Nick Mullins died.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, Ron Rivera has to be salivating. It's like having rookie Julius Peppers all over again.
A rookie Julius Peppers with speed. Peppers was never the fastest guy.
Yeah, okay, I'll put it this way. It's like having Julius Peppers and Dan Morgan all in one. You remember how fast Dan Morgan was? Jesus.
So I was watching the game with my boy, and you know what I equated Chase Young to?
Who?
He is a defensive end Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
He's that fucking big, that fucking fast.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, man. Listen. Like I said, you got Defensive Rookie of the Year. If they had an overall Rookie of the Year, it'd be a tough pick between him and Herbert, man. Listen.
I think Chase would get it due to the wins of the team. So,
well, shit, if Washington makes the playoffs,
they're going to win this division.
Yeah. It'd be off the back of Chase Young. Shit, Jesus Christ, man.
And Alex Smith did hurt his calf. Dwayne Haskins came in, did not lose the game.
Yeah. Which is always nice to not lose the game.
All right, so speaking of losing, I believe the Ginger is on his way out of Philadelphia because Jalen Hurts came in and beat the number 2 ranked defense in the NFL as the Eagles beat the Saints.
Well, Carson Wentz is about to be the highest paid backup in the NFL. Come the next few weeks and the next few seasons. Nobody's going to take on that contract. Let's just start there. There's not a team in the world that's going to take on Carson Wentz.
If they want to move him, it's going to have to be okay. You guys are still paying most of this.
Yeah,
we'll take him off your books.
Yeah, pretty much. It's Jalen Hurts looked good. But let me tell you something. That offensive line in Philadelphia is absolute fucking trash. Like, Jalen Hurts was running for his life. And if it wasn't for the fact that Jalen Hurts knows how to run for his life, then he would have been a victim, just like Carson Wentz was a victim. I mean, it seems like that O-line is still designed to protect Michael Vick back in the early 2000s. You know, it does, though. Or sort of the 2000 aughts, you know what I'm saying?
After McNabb, yeah.
Yeah, after McNabb. That's what it seems like that O-line is designed to do because it's going to be a problem. I'm glad that Jalen Hurts is not a pocket quarterback. Pocket quarterback because that O-line is going to get him fucking killed, like, for real. But shout out to Jalen Hurts. I mean, he did his thing. I can't knock him.
Sean Payton said Drew Brees is still weeks away, so it's going to be Taysom Hill probably for the rest of the season.
And apparently, that the rumors are that he may be retiring. It may be a wrap.
All right, so we called the Steelers a faux undefeated team.
Yeah.
For weeks, as they kept winning. Me and Hollywood said, we do not believe in this team. This team cannot beat a team with a high-powered offense.
Yeah.
And on Sunday, the Buffalo Bills, Juju Smith-Schuster had the audacity to floss in the middle of the Buffalo Bills stadium on their logo before the game. Juju Smith-Schuster had 6 drops in this game. Buffalo Bills beat the shit out of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
That Bills Mafia came in right on time, ladies and gentlemen. Buffalo is hitting their stride finally after suffering some disappointing losses. And there's another team that we're going to talk about that's back, seems to be back in the saddle again. We'll get to them in probably, I think, in a couple games. But Buffalo's one of those teams. They're like, you know what? I think we kind of know who we are, what we can do, and what we can't do, and we just got to rely on Josh Allen to do what he needs to do. And Stephon Diggs saved Josh Allen's ass a few times on a few throws. But he had a monstrous game.
But we've talked about this before. When the Buffalo Bills are up, Stephon Diggs will play to his potential. Mm-hmm. When they're down, he fucking half-asses it.
Yep. And we all know we know who the heart and soul of Buffalo is, and it's Cole Beasley. He is Bills Mafia all day long. I think he is the president and ambassador of the Bills Mafia, if you want me to be frank. But
so update real quick. Me and James did pick the Raiders tonight. We did not get a chance to put it on here. But right now, the Chargers are up 24-17 with 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
So, but no, the Bills are legit. They're going to win the AFC East if the Patriots beat Miami or Buffalo wins another game. The Bills will be the AFC East champions. I think they're going to get the AFC East this week. So congrats to the Bills and do us proud in the playoffs.
Yeah. So what's next on deck, sir?
Next up, we have the game when Lamar Jackson had to leave, take his shit, even though he keeps saying he didn't have to take his shit. And the Ravens were up big on Cleveland, and then Baker Mayfield showed his Mayfield magic. Baker Mayfield is having a special season.
Yes. I would say if it wasn't for the few stupid losses that they had this season, he's one of those. If he's one of those quarterbacks that easily could say you have an MVP season. But Odell Beckham Jr., I think the first 2 or 3 games that they had Odell was a problem.
Yep, because remember that Raiders game, he tried to force at least 10 passes to Odell, and 3 of them were picked off.
Yeah, and they were 1 and 3 in their first.
They were 1 and 2. They were 2 and 2. Then they were 2 and 4, 2 and 5, and 2 and 4. No, 2 and 3, and then they got on this streak that they're on.
Yeah. So and this was after what's his name got injured. One of the reasons why they were on the streak. So, I mean, again Baltimore is hitting their stride at the right time now. You know what I'm saying? Like they just.
I still have questions about this team.
Oh no, I have questions too. Mainly, defensively, they seem to have regressed again. Which Baltimore.
If it wasn't for a blown coverage by the Browns that left Hollywood Brown wide open, the Browns would have won this game.
Yeah, very easily. Lamar Jackson is still a special quarterback. They're finally understanding to balance the pass and the run, because before they tried to make Lamar Jackson throw, 30, 40 times a game, and he did, and he got 300, 400 plus yards at some point, and then, but you can't go away from what makes your bread and butter, your running game, your read option. You can't go away from that. As bad, listen, the shit that happened with RG3 is the same shit that y'all trying to do with Lamar Jackson. The RG3 trying to become a pocket quarterback. You're not a pocket quarterback, bro. I'm sorry. You're just not.
No, they could both do it, but their talent is in their legs.
Yeah, because you can find a quarterback that can quarterback better than Lamar Jackson. But there's not a quarterback that brings the exact great, excellent skill set that Lamar Jackson does, and you have to utilize that. And you got to understand that's who you are, and that's who you're going to be. And they finally did it. They finally said, you know what? The last 2 weeks, this is who we are, and this is what we want to be. Okay, good. Now, can you do it consistently for the rest of the season, going into the playoffs, and possibly
if you make the playoffs, because it's still on the outside looking in.
Yeah, which is funny because remember they controlled their own destiny at some point, and now there's a lot of things that have to happen between now and the end of the season.
Because with the way Pittsburgh's playing right now, Cleveland can fuck around and win his division.
Yeah, now it's wide open thanks to Pittsburgh playing. I mean, because you look at the next few games, I think they're all division games. You got a Cleveland game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure.
Pittsburgh has already beaten the Ravens twice. They still got another Cleveland game. They got the Bengals this week. So
yeah. So, I mean, it's very possible in the realm of possibility that I think it's hilarious. Somebody said that if Pittsburgh loses out the next 3 games and Cleveland and Baltimore find a way to win, well, because Cleveland would beat if you beat the Steelers. If Cleveland wins out and Baltimore wins out, you'll have 3-11-5 records.
Yep.
And that'll be ridiculous with a 17 playoff because then you'll have what if Miami goes 11-5? Bills
Miami, I think they hold a tiebreaker over Baltimore.
Yeah, and then you don't want that shit. That's
All right. So that was it for week 14. We're going into week 15 now. The Chargers are still up 24-17 in the game going on right now. But let's go ahead and pick the rest of the week. All right, we are starting off with the Buffalo Bills at the Denver Broncos.
Well, we already think we know how this game's going to turn out. Buffalo is on a mission. I don't care what your boys did last week. I don't really give a damn about the Broncos winning. We already know what's up. It's Bills season. Bills SZN, as they say. Count me in for the Bills.
Yeah, I got the Bills also. Josh Allen's playing at an elite level right now. And I just think that they're too fast for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day for Drew Lock. I promise you that.
All right, next up we have another game that's probably a lock. We have the Carolina Panthers at the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, Green Bay's playing for home field advantage throughout. And it's at Lambeau. Packers are going to put their foot on the necks of Carolina and make them submit. I'll tell you that right now. That's how that one's going to go.
I got the Packers as well. Next up, we have a team that's not in the playoffs versus a team that's trying to win a division, but it's a division game. The Houston Texans at the Indianapolis Colts.
Colts are too good. Colts are in the same ball as same boat as Green Bay. They're trying to win a division and get home field advantage. There's an outside shot, but they can do it if they win out and some teams start struggling and shit. Yeah. I'm picking the Colts in this one. Houston is going to have to rebuild off the back of everything that Bill O'Brien broke for them this whole entire season.
And I think Deshaun Watson is nursing an injury, so because A.J. McCarron played part of that game last week. So.
Yeah, so I would definitely slide with the Colts all day long on that one.
All right, next up is probably another overwhelming favorite for the home team, the Detroit Lions at the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, man. Yeah. Tennessee, Derrick Henry's going to murder these fools, man. Like really? We're really discussing this one? Jesus Christ. I mean,
I already put our initials on the Titans even before we started the video. So, all right, next up, it's a little interesting one because we don't know which team is going to show up on either side. It's the AFC North Division battle, the Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. Hold on. You are squeaky as shit. Now I can't hear you. I can't hear you. So I don't know if y'all heard a chip on that end, but I did.
All right. What about that? Does that work?
Yes. You sound like a fucking chipmunk.
I sound like a chipmunk right now?
No, before. You're like...
I think the USB cable to this damn microphone. See, I'm in a different place in the house. If you probably couldn't tell, normally I do my shows in a different room. I'm in a new room now. It's just all bad. But
all right, so who did you pick, the Bears or the Vikings?
I didn't get to that part yet. I said we can't trust the Bears, nor can we trust the Vikings. I'm pretty sure we trust Jay Cutler more than we trust either team. Who's at home?
The Vikings.
Well, that didn't make things any easier.
When it comes down to a field goal, you can't trust the Vikings either. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna take the Bears just because they seem to be a little consistent at times.
Jeez. You know what? Khalil Mack has ever steered me wrong, so I'm going to take the Bears. And not because of Mitch Trubisky, not because of Ty Montgomery, who I think is a great running back, because of Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is going to be the MVP of this game, okay? Khalil Mack. Believe that.
All right, next up we have an interesting game. The Seattle Seahawks, who haven't played well on the road, taking on, and the offensive line is not that great, taking on Chase Young and the Washington Defaults.
Oh, man. Chase Young gets to finally get a taste of a nice scrambling quarterback by the name of Russell Wilson.
Offensive line is trash.
Yeah. Washington's trying to win themselves a division, bro. I think they're motivated. Listen.
But the Seahawks are trying not to lose themselves a division.
Listen. Who's faster? Chase Young getting to the quarterback or DK Metcalf getting past the corner?
For some reason, the Chargers-Raiders game has been delayed.
Delayed?
Okay, never mind. It's back. I don't know. It's still 24-17. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Did somebody catch COVID in the middle of the game and shit?
Oh, you talking about Des Bryant?
Yeah. Motherfucker, they about to score the touchdown. Like, oh, that nigga got COVID, cuz. Cancel the fucking shit. Cancel it. Cancel all of it. Fuck.
So I'm going to actually take Washington in this game.
Yeah, me too. I think Washington's hungry enough to want to win this division. I think they're on their way. I really think
it's a calculated risk, but I'm here to take it.
Listen, hey, Chase Young is going to chase somebody down.
Next up, we have an AFC East battle. The Patriots still have a very, very, very slim chance of getting in the playoffs. They have 3 straight division games. This week, they're at Miami.
Ooh, at Miami shenanigans late in the season. This is literally the position.
This was Tom Brady's fucking worst nightmare every year.
I mean, Miami's motivated to win. Cam Newton is either playing for a fat contract or either with New England or somewhere else. Division games, you got to throw the BS out the window. You know what? I'm going to gamble, and I'm going to say that New England's going to win this one.
So it's a rookie quarterback over there in Miami. It's not Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
And I think Bill Belichick is going to have a plan for Tua. He probably called Nick Saban like, what's Tua's weaknesses? His left hip? Okay, thank you.
It's just going to beat him up enough to where he doesn't get out of the game and Fitzpatrick comes in. You know what I'm saying?
I got to go with the Patriots. Fuck it. I'm picking them the rest of the season. Book me for the Patriots, even against the Bills next week.
You're a brave soul, sir. Brave soul. I appreciate that.
So next up, we're going to have another ass whooping on our hands as the Jacksonville Jaguars go to Baltimore.
Ooh. Well, we already know the answer to this one.
Jacksonville can't stop the run, and that's all Baltimore's going to do.
Gates. That's what's going to happen.
And if they don't, Jacksonville will beat them.
Man, listen. I think I should have quit by now. Didn't I say there was a game that happened last week where I said if that team won, I would quit? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the Eagles and the Saints.
Oh, the Eagles and the Saints, yeah. Oh, we should be quitting doing the show then. I mean, fuck, we gave the shit up by now, huh? Oh, well.
All right.
Just now, it's like, all right, we out. Yeah, no, I'm picking Baltimore all day long on this one.
Yeah, I got the Ravens also. Next up, we have the Buccaneers at the Atlanta Falcons.
The Bucks.
The Buccaneers are trying to win the division with the Saints faltering last week. This is Tom Brady's season now.
Yeah, pretty much. The Bucks. I got this. The Bucks are trying to get into the playoffs, yo. And with that loss, the loss of the Eagles just finally opened things up again, baby. Open it all the way up. You gotta pick the Bucks.
Unlike Ben Roethlisberger, Brady actually asked for consent. Anyway.
Damn. You ain't wrong, but damn.
All right. Anyway, next up, we probably have what's going to be the most disappointing game of the weekend. The San Francisco 49ers at the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my God! You know what's funny is that I thought that was the one you were going to say that was in my head. I said, "Is San Francisco playing Dallas?" Oh my God, they are. So unfortunately, the Dallas still has a leaky defense problem.
The 49ers still have a leaky team problem.
that hasn't stopped anybody else before except the Cincinnati Bengals, and we already know how that one went. So I'm picking the 49ers that we're going to get back on the winning side of things, baby. Yeah. You're going to pick the Cowboys, aren't you?
No, I cannot pick the Cowboys. It is against my religion to pick the Cowboys, especially this year.
Especially this year.
By hook, the 49ers, picking them.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. I appreciate you. Love you.
Oh, and just so everybody knows,
what are we looking at? Oh, PlayStation Fever. PlayStation Fever. Fever.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wanted to show that instead of actually picking that game. So, all right, next up we have an interesting game. Jalen Hurts with his second start taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The Cardinals are still in the playoff hunt?
Yep. They're only a game behind Seattle.
Oh, listen. I'm picking the Cardinals on this one because picking the Cardinals. Sorry.
The Cardinals were looking at the Saints last week like, yeah, we ain't going to make that mistake, bro.
They took Jalen Hurts lightly. The Saints did. And well, no, the Cardinals won't make that same mistake twice. We'll tell you that much. It may be close.
Kyler Murray is not Taysom Hill.
Nope, not at all. and the Cardinals defense gets the taste of a scrambling quarterback in practice every day. So we already know what they got to deal with. So,
all right. So the Raiders are in the red zone. They are on the Chargers too right now.
Ooh, might be an OT game. Oh, it should be awesome.
All right. So next up, we have a game that's probably going to be a blowout because one team is playing very well and the other team has not won a game this season. So we got the Jets at the Rams.
Oh, really? We're gonna. So what'll be hilarious because we've already said about the Rams that they've been beating teams they weren't supposed to beat and losing to teams that they are supposed to beat.
The only team they beat that they were supposed to beat was the New England Patriots, and they beat them handily.
So I think that the Rams are going to beat the Jets, but mark my words, if some bullshit happens where the Rams play down to their competition and they fuck around and lose to the Jets,
that means Trevor Lawrence doesn't have to worry about going to New York because he'll be going to Jacksonville.
All bets are off, baby.
I'm taking the Rams here. So
yeah, I'm taking the I'm taking the Rams. This is just really. But listen, you're on suicide watch, Rams fans. All seven of you in LA.
Right, next up, we have at the beginning of the season looked like a potential Game of the Year candidate, but now I don't know because we got the Kansas City Chiefs at the New Orleans Saints.
Well, the good news is that Patrick Mahomes let it come back, and we're going to see Taysom Hill in action against a not so great Kansas City defense. The bad news is
the New Orleans defense is actually good.
It's good, but they let Jalen Hurts put it on them, and
like you said, they underestimated him.
Yeah. So, while they're good, they're not as disciplined and as well coached as the Miami defense that they played against last week. And so this is Kansas City. I think this is Kansas City's going to win this game. I don't question that. But can Taysom Hill do something better than what he did last week? I don't know. That's the big question I have.
Doubt.
Yeah, so I'm taking the boys. I'm taking Kansas City.
Yeah, I'm begrudgingly taking Kansas City. I do not want them to have home field advantage, but they're going to get it. So.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, next up we have the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Giants.
Ooh, well, is it in New York?
Yes.
Fuck. Fucking what is that?
I mean, the Browns played a game with all seasons in one game, so I'm not too worried about the Browns right now.
Infirmary Stadium, you know what I'm saying? So no, I'm taking the Browns. The Browns, I think they learned a lot from that loss, and they're going to put it on the Giants this game. I think that's.
Yeah, I think since he's come back, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt had just been killing people, and I think that continues this week. So.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that just keeps going for sure.
All right, so the final game of Week 15, can the Steelers go to Cincinnati and beat the Bengals after coming off of 2 losses?
I don't think they have a choice in the matter, to be dead honest with you. If they lose to the Bengals with no Joe Burrow, I mean, really? I mean, I could see it happening, but really?
I can't. I got the Steelers in this game. People have been talking so much shit about Juju Smith-Schuster for the bullshit he pulled last week.
Yeah,
he's got to come out there and have a career game.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not doubting that the Steelers would win, but could you fucking imagine the bullshit, that uproar if they lost 3 in a row?
That shit would have me dying if they lost to the. See, imagine they lost to the Bengals and they lost their next 2 games. Cleveland wins the division. Baltimore gets a wild card, and Pittsburgh is out of the playoffs after starting the season 10-0.
Well, no, and that's what I was gonna say. Hilarious, because they played the Browns the last game of the season. Could you imagine going through all that and then losing? What would it be? It would be 5 straight, losing 4 straight, and then end up having to play Cleveland for your playoff hopes. Yikes!
Apparently, the Raiders did not score, so it's still 24-17.
What? The Chargers have the ball?
No, I just think Google's fucking acting retarded. Okay, it's 24-24.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, wait, what? They're on the 2-yard line. Did they get Minnesota syndrome? Can't kick a field goal? Couldn't do shit, huh?
Jesus. Well, it is Chucky, so you never know.
Yeah, you never fucking know. Okay.
We're both taking Pittsburgh in this game, so.
All right. Well, then that's it, right?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Anything else you'd like to say, Big Sim, before we bounce about here?
Yeah, if you're over on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell so you know when the Overtime Sports Show is live and the reacts every day. If you're over on Facebook, Simple Black Sports, we love y'all. You guys have always been there for us. So that's all I got. What you got?
All right, and that's it. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Make sure you check out the podcast on Anchor and anywhere that podcast is checked out. This is the end of the show, and so until next time, that's my man Big Sin. I'm pointing the wrong way because I'm usually on the other side. I'm your boy Hollywood J. Blaq. This is that damn NFL show, and we out this thing. Deuces.